I'm just going to do meal prep for the freezer. I'm doing 2 chicken meals for next week because there'll be one night when I have just a bolognese, another night when I have what's left over from the bolognese to make a chilli, and then another night I'll be doing a mushroom risotto. So then there'll be 2 chicken meals, and then I'll probably do a butternut squash and chickpea curry another night. So I only really need 2 chicken meals next week. I've got a lot of chicken in the fridge that I need to put in the freezer, but just for now, for this weekend, for my meal preps for during the week next week, I'm just doing 2 chicken meals. So I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll try and remember to write the recipe below in the description box. If you just click on a little arrow or the show more, you'll have a list of the ingredients that I've used for the meal. So let's get cracking. I'm just going to move the camera down a little bit just so you can see better. I've just paused that washing machine because it was getting loud. I'd forgotten that was on. Right guys, so I've just got a couple of the Ziploc freezer bags. I can't find my little bag clips that I use when I'm doing meal preps. I don't know where they've gone. I've had a massive declutter, you see. So I'm struggling to find anything that I do normally use, my bag clips, because they are wonderful. So if I can get a link in for the ones that I got from Amazon, I'll pop a link in the description box what I used. These are there's one quite small chicken breast and 2 decent sized ones, so I'll pop that in there. And then all I'm going to do is that roughly add, I don't normally measure, to be fair, but I don't know, about half a cup, quarter of a cup to half a cup of, I use the low sodium, the reduced salt soy sauce, but just whichever soy sauce or coconut aminos, whatever you use. There's just less than half a cup there, as you can see. So I'm just going to pop this in the bag. This is the honey garlic that I'm doing. So that's I forgot actually my honey, didn't I? Where's my honey? I'll tell you what I will use. I've got some of this chili honey, so I'm just going to use that. It's really nice, and it'll save me putting chili flakes in. So I'm going to guess, I'm going to eyeball it to the same amount of honey and soy sauce, so between half a cup and a quarter of a cup. So that's that. A quarter of a cup of ketchup. So I might just put a little bit less. I haven't got my homemade one. I've had to resort to shop bowl, but it is organic, so I don't mind too much. So roughly a quarter of a cup. But again, I just eyeball these things. I don't tend to measure very often. And this is where those bag clips come in really handy. So I'm a bit gutted that I can't find them. Then you want about a tablespoon of olive oil. Again, you know, I just don't measure. I want some Italian seasoning, about a tablespoon, but I never put that much in. It's always too much for me. I don't like anything too herby. So I'll probably put about a teaspoon in. I'm not putting chili flakes in this because I've already put the chili honey in there. But I will put a tiny bit of cayenne pepper. I'm just going to put about a quarter of a teaspoon in. That'll be enough. And then I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. And you'll also put just a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Come on. Oh, this is a new one. Just put a little bit more than that in. So that's your onion and your garlic powder. Then, when I do come to cook it, all I will do is add that to the slow cooker with some potatoes, some carrots, some green peppers, and some fresh diced onion. Squeezing the air out. That will just go in. I forgot to write on it first, which was a bit silly, wasn't it? Go and find my Sharpie pen, I won't be a moment. Oh my God, sorry about that, guys. Right, so Sharpie pen. I should have written it on it first. Honey, garlic. Honey, garlic. Add potatoes, carrots, green beans, onion. So you'll cook it on either high on a slow cooker for 7 to 8 hours. No, you won't. You'll cook it on high for 3 to 4 hours or low for 7 to 8 hours. I'll say that again. So if you want to cook it on high, you'll cook it on high in a slow cooker for about 3 to 4 hours. But if you want to put it on a low setting, then just cook it for 7 to 8 hours. To be fair, your crock pots and your slow cookers all differ. Mine would probably be done in about 5 hours on a low. But that is so tasty and delicious. So that's going to go in the freezer. And the second one I'm going to do today is, ouch. Sorry guys. The second one I'm going to do today is going to be my most, well, this is probably one of my favourite dishes. And it's chicken, well, it's my version of a chicken teriyaki. I don't think it's authentic chicken teriyaki. So we're going to pop chicken breasts in here. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Pull the dogs in the way again. Just wash my hands. I know I didn't touch the chicken, but I don't think you can be too careful. Right. Put that on there for now. So that's the chicken breast, quite a decent sized chicken breast in there. Like I said, they're just for me and Andy. If you're cooking for a family, you'll obviously want to just put a few more in there. So for the chicken teriyaki, I'm just going to put a very good glug. That's the measurement, a good glug of soy. Again, I've used the low sodium one. Then I'm just going to put some olive oil in. Again, a good glug, but probably not as good a glug as the soy sauce. So I'd guess about a tablespoon. You're going to put 1/4 cup of brown sugar in. Now, that's all I've got left, so I'm just putting that in. It's about right-ish. You're going to want some garlic. I'd say probably 2 to 3 cloves. But I've got my frozen pucks in here, so I'll just pop one of these in. As you can see, I've double bagged them so they don't make the rest of the freezer smell. It's quite a large puck as well. They're quite large ice cube trays of mine, so I'm only going to put one in. It will be enough. I need to prep some more, garlic tomorrow for the freezer. Right, so that's the pucks. So I want some ginger, about a teaspoon of ginger. That's half a teaspoon, so measurement. So that's your ginger. And a tablespoon of honey, but I'm going to use normal honey. So if you can just bear with me while I get the honey, because I forgot to get that. And my ingredients, which I forgot. So I'm just going to pop about a tablespoon ish. This is where it goes everywhere now, guys. Of honey. Let's just scrape that out so there's no waste. There we go. And then I want a sprinkling of sesame seeds. What would you say, about half a tablespoon there? That is my version of a teriyaki chicken, and believe you me, it is thoroughly, thoroughly delicious. And all I'll do when I come to cook this, after that, I mean, I could have cut the chicken up first. I will cut it into thin strips, and I will put it in the wok or frying pan if you don't have a wok, and I will cook it with some stir-fry vegetables, and that will be the most delicious tea. We do have this very regularly. Again, forgot to write on the bag. Teriyaki chicken. I'm not going to put any dates on it because I am definitely having these next week, and I will know. I won't need to worry about a use by date or anything like that. So that's my freezer meals that I'm going to be prepping for now. Just let me go and wash my hands before I touch the camera. Right, so it's a really, really, really quick video, I know, just for my 2 chicken meals I'm doing for next week. The mushroom risotto, if I can remember, I will do my best to film the mushroom risotto when I'm making that, because that is one of our favourite teas, and I do try and get at least 2 vegetarian. I'm cutting my head off there, aren't I? Lift you up a bit more. I do try and get at least 2 vegetarian meals in every week. I think last week we had about 4 vegetarian meals last week. We hardly had any meat dishes last week at all. So when I come to do the mushroom risotto, I will try my best to film it. I'll try and get that video out to you of my mushroom risotto. It's ridiculously simple, ridiculous. Costs very little as well, because I don't add white wine. We don't really have alcohol in the house. I mean, I do have vodka in the house when I'm doing my vanilla extract for baking. I do have brandy and whiskey for if I'm making some winter medicines for colds and flu. And what do I have? A vodka, a whiskey and a brandy, I think that's all I have. But those are all for when I'm making medicine, or like I say, the vanilla extract. We don't ever have wine in the house. We don't really drink. We never drink. My husband never ever drinks. I may have an odd glass of wine now and again if I go out for a meal with somewhere for a special occasion. But we just don't have alcohol in the house, so I don't add white wine to the risotto. and I feel that it doesn't need it. We really enjoy it without the white wine. We just use a vegetable stock and it's beautiful. So I will do that with you next week, all being well, God willing. And yeah, that's just a quick video to show you the chicken meal prep I'm doing for next week, and then the rest will be done hopefully tomorrow. I can't promise a video tomorrow simply because of the work that my husband's going to be doing on the garden. I might not be able to film with all the noise and the coming in and out and the dogs in and out and all that. It'll be bedlam here tomorrow, so I'm hoping to be able to do a video if I can, if it's practical to do it, but if not, I'll try and do the other food preps like the smoothies and everything else. I'll try and do that next week with you if I don't get to do it tomorrow. So for now, I will leave that with you guys. I will write the recipes in the description below, and I will try and leave a link for those Ziploc bags as well if I can. Not the Ziploc bags, the clips that hold the bags when you're doing meal preps for your freezer, for your like weekly meal preps. They really are brilliant. I just need to find them. I'm just wondering if they're in one of my storage boxes up there actually. They could be. They probably are. I'll go and have a look later for when I'm doing the rest of my meal preps tomorrow. So for now, I'll say goodbye. God bless, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now, friends.